I personally love M1 Finance because I was so stat driven that I didn't want to overbalance or underbalance my portfolio. I like automated regular investments. So I was able to do that, like set it and forget it. I fucking love it.
See, I don't like M1.
I I love it.
So
It's so mindless.
so let
It's
me
so
let me
oh,
ask you some questions that may help like other people thinking about this. So what you do when you set up your M1 Finance account is you set percentages in the stocks that you want to own, correct?
and but you can also yeah, there's two percentages that you can set. So you can set up like groups.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. And this is somebody asked about should we have VTI and VOO in the same pie? You can. It's a little repetitive for me.
Yeah,
It's not a
it's
bad
yeah, it
thing.
is.
I would choose one or the other. If you like, I wouldn't sell one off. Maybe I would. I don't know because I like to have like a nice clean sheet.
VTI
The
has been outperforming VOO
sliver.
slightly.
So in my M1 Finance, I wish I could like present my screen. In my M1 Finance,
You
uh
can share your screen, dude.
I have can I?
Yeah.
I can do that.
I mean, everyone who's listening on audio right now won't be able to see it, but go check us out on check the YouTube video out.
Yeah, full disclosure. I don't.
They'll be able to find it.
I'll show it. Give me two
So
seconds.
I mean, you're practically saying what's going to happen is you have a pie within a pie, if I'm not mistaken. You can set your different pies up into different groups. So you'll have let's say you have a growth section that's all your
Mhm.
growth stock. You have your dividend section that has all your dividend stocks. You have all
Mhm.
your REIT section that has all your REIT stocks.
Yeah. So ready? So I think I'm gonna share.
Here we go. Yeah, this is working.
Um, am I sharing?
Yep.
Okay. So like this is it right now. $8,400 in here. So here's the one thing I hated in the beginning: how they only have one trade window. You
Mm-hmm.
can only buy stocks one time. If you have like their plus program, two times. Okay. I don't because it costs like $125 a year, but whatever. But this is fine for me because this is all my buy and hold. So literally, here's my first set of percentages that I have. So right now, like I have an auto money coming in. Say it's $100 a week. At 9:30 on that Monday, it takes that $100 and it balances these first. So I have Vanguard index funds, and I'll go into them and show you growth stocks and dividend stocks. And I will have a target and an actual set. And you can see it's usually pretty damn close. So I want this total 8,400. I want 70% of that to be in index funds. I want 23% of that to be in growth stocks. And I want 7% of those to be inside dividend stocks. Then when I go into my index funds, these are the three index funds I have in there. So out of that 70%, I want 85% of that to be VOO. I want 10% of that, et cetera, et cetera. So now every single time I do that, and guys, you can see, look how close everything is. It's freaking ridiculous. It's unbelievable. So, and if I want to change that, let's go into dividend stocks. Here's my dividend portfolio. They're not all the same. I have them going all the way down to 7%. I can go in and edit these. I can change these.
You
If
can
something
add new
happens,
stocks too, right?
yep, I can add new stocks to my pies. I can do whatever I want. I can edit them. I can do whatever. I can move them around. It just makes my life so much easy.
So
It's go ahead.
here's my thing with M1 though, man. Like I don't necessarily like see, I'm not an investor on needing to exactly be at my 5 or 10 or 9 or 8% in this one particular fund or this one particular stock because for example, ATVI, Activision Blizzard, makes up around 12% of my overall portfolio in my 43 plus $1,000 brokerage
Mhm.
account with Fidelity.
Right.
Do I want to own 12% of ATVI right now? No. But where I bought it versus where it's trading versus where I think it's actually valued at, I think anytime it hits around the $89 to $90 mark, I've been buying more in that stock. And with me doing that, it's raised my equity percentage in ATVI, but I also know I'm getting a good deal to where previously I would have not been able to buy at all when it was hitting those at those $89, $90 levels.
But
And I
you
would
can
have,
still go in and buy individual stocks as well. You can still say I want $300 of this stock today.
so if I deposited $500 in M1, I would say I want all this to go into it. But how does it justify saying that you only want to own 10% in ATVI and your equity portion is actually 15%? Is it going to sell a
You
portion
can
of those
you
shell?
can well you can set up rules, but you can just override it.
See, that just
So
sounds
like
too confusing to
no
me.
watch. So like say I heard VTI is going to just explode tomorrow, right? So I can hit VTI, I can buy, and then boom, I can just buy however much I want of VTI tomorrow. Done. At 9:30 in the morning, it will transact as however much I want.
But don't you have rules set that you only want to own 10% of VTI or whatever it is?
Well, what that will do, right, is that would definitely throw off my
Right.
pre-made.
Right, because your equity is going to be more in
Yeah,
VOO
but
or
like
VTI
maybe
or
it's
whatever.
but if I got that good deal and it over leveraged it, I can just go to edit, and for that week I could make VO 90%.
See, I don't like
ATVI.
that. I don't like that at all.
Seems-
I don't like building my portfolio based on the percentage of equity in my overall portfolio.
Right.
I like understanding, knowing
I
whatever.
totally get that because
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah.
I understand because, but like for me, I want to be so set it and forget it. I
No,
don't.
that's true. No, and
You're
M1
more of a
Finance is
hobbyist.
perfect
You're more
for
of a
that.
hobbyist than me.
Yes, yes, yeah.
But like, I think if someone didn't have their, and then like too, I'll just show you for anybody else that's never seen this particular platform. Like, you can go into your holdings, you can see everything here. This is all of the pies and everything I have, and you can sort them, things like that. But this is also great for somebody that doesn't have a Roth IRA with like maybe Vanguard or somebody
Yes.
else. Like, it's a great place to have a set it and forget it Roth IRA.
Yeah.
M1 Finance has that. And I said, these are the pros and cons you find. Like, not everybody has retirement accounts. M1 Finance does. But I totally, because you are more involved in like the everyday movement of the stock market, where I don't want to know what day of the week it is,
Yeah.
but I want to know that when I go to bed every night, all my investments have been made. And to be honest, like the percentage things, I do vary them often.
Well, hold
You know,
up.
and that's what I changed. Go ahead.
Stas just said in the chat on M1 you can turn off auto invest
Yes.
if you want to do that.
Yes.
So,
So you can just hold cash. Like, you can set up a rule where it doesn't start to invest in your pie until you have $10,000 in cash.
Hmm.
So you can just go and deploy that cash whenever you want. You can have cash on standby.
it just feels like too much work for me. I just
Just
want to
like
go
any-
buy the stock that I want to buy and just leave it at that.
Well,
And I
granted,
like
like-
seeing my equity position. And if I see I'm at like 15% in ATVI because I keep averaging down my position, I'm like, okay, I need to back off a little bit on the ATVI and start
Right.
unloading some money into my other positions. But
But you won't have to think about that. Like, you can just set that and forget that.
right, but I'm also going to be missing out on those deals on ATVI if they're not
Right. You're a
structuring
little
those.
bit. And also, too, like if news pops off during the day, you have
Yes.
to wait till the next day.
Yep.
It's definitely not for somebody that's going to be trying to add to positions or
Yes.
specific things like this for me. And this is kind of where I'm at with my investing career.
99% of people M1 Finance would probably work perfectly. If you're a set it, most people need to be a set it and forget it investor, which I am on
Yeah.
majority of my stuff. But when I'm buying my stocks in my taxable brokerage account, my one little thing I focus on out of the overall,
Right.
majority of my net worth and everything else, my little thing I focus on in my taxable brokerage account. That's the one thing I like to make my personal decisions on. Okay, I'm going to unload more on Google. I'm going to unload more on ATVI at $89 because I feel like that's a perfect value for them based on all their fundamentals and everything that I've looked at. Like, I guess, yeah, man, like M1.
I get that fix. I get
Yes,
that fix
yeah.
other places. I
Yeah.
get that fixed by trading options
Yeah.
irresponsibly on Robinhood.
Yeah. I've been doing that too.